4th down and 6. Olbridge gotta have it. Shotgun formation. Nugent, a lot of time. Rolls out. He's running out of space. Will roll the other way. They look, corner of the end zone. Touchdown!
Rowan heading for the touchpad with the lead. And the props will take the men's 400-yard freestyle relay.
Andrews will be in shotgun. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll throw it down the left sideline. He's got a wide open receiver. He's got the touchdown.
Motion man is Simmons. Trotman throwing towards Simmons down the field, and he makes the catch in traffic for a Bearcats touchdown.
Back to pass, middle of the field. The catch is made by Britt. She's off to the races at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Britt is in for the score.
Back on in, here's Yoxon. Yoxon to the backhand, trying to go to the front, makes the move and shot, and he scores!
And Racy comes set and delivers. And that's it on the ground to second. Throw to first, in time, and the ball game is over. South Shore survives a late scare, and they are the 2024 New York State Little League Baseball champions.
Live from Great Kills Little League on Staten Island, New York, the PDF Sports Network brings to you coverage of the East Regional Championship for 2025. Our third game of pool play here today. It will be the state champions from Maine taking on the state champions from Massachusetts. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nicholas Pavona, and I will be on the call for this Game 3 of pool play between Massachusetts and Maine. Maine makes their way on out to the field for this first inning of play as we are just moments away from first pitch. In our first game of pool play here today, we saw Pennsylvania take down Delaware 7-2, that being from the Mid-Atlantic region. We saw as well on the other side of the field, New York defeated Vermont 5-1. So for those in the New England region, for the opponent Vermont, who is in the same region as two of the teams here today, that being Maine and Massachusetts, Vermont off to an 0-1 start. And now for Maine and Massachusetts, they get their own opportunity here to start this pool play 1-0. A huge game for these two teams. Cannot stress enough how important it is to start pool play 1-0. Now see Pennsylvania and New York both in the Mid-Atlantic region. They're off to a 1-0 start. These two teams will look to go 1-0 as well. You have two games currently going on at the same time right now here at Great Kills, both being covered by us here on PDF. This game between Massachusetts and Maine, as well as New Jersey and Maryland. The final game of today's pool play will be Connecticut versus Rhode Island. That matchup also in the New England region. Massachusetts, the away team in this game. That one's fouled off behind the plate, and we are underway here from Great Kills Little League. Hadley Tompkins is the first batter here. This game, of course, starting 15 minutes after scheduled first pitch. Or I should say 45 minutes after initially first pitch. It was originally scheduled for 5:30, but a lightning and rain delay in Game 1 postponed that first game, was then resumed, and has pushed back the start of this game here. 0-2 pitch, fouled off behind the plate, remains 0-2. On the mound for Maine is Natalie McCurdy. The 0-2. Swung on a miss on the high fastball for strike 3. McCurdy gets the strikeout to start this game, and there is one away. Lennon Metlock now comes up a one away in the inning. Her first pitch taken high for a ball, 1-0 the count. That one in there for a strike, now 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Big swing and a miss right there. Now 1-2. Medlock getting the start at shortstop here today. Takes that one on the outside. Now 2-2. Two. Misses on the outside, ball 3. And Medlock has now worked herself a count full of 3-2. Here comes that 3-2 pitch. And it's a foul. Look at that. We actually might have a good chance. Do we have a view of that in our other camera? Just missed. It's literally caught in the fencing behind home plate. You don't see that very often, as I want to get hit foul. You don't see it often. It doesn't mean that it's not the first time that does happen. The whole tournament this week probably won't be the last time that happens, as that one's hit over towards short and past the shortstop and into left center for a base hit. Lennon Medlock is on with a one-out single, as Massachusetts has an early base runner. Riley Singleton now comes up, an early base runner for her.
Yes, that was, we charged for 2 shirts. That's some guy extra.
First pitch. Take it on the outside for a ball, 1-0.
Shirts, and you guys get $30 for 2 shirts. No. It's $30 to.
Here comes the 1-0. It's now 1-1. Excuse me, I had a little bit of a hiccup right there. It's been a long week covering of games here at PDF, here at Great Kills. Cover the New York State Little League Baseball Tournament Championship won by St. James Smithtown earlier today. Now the start of coverage here for this East Regional Championship Tournament. There'll be a 1-2 now to Singleton. And misses on the outside, 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. Misses for a ball. Runner goes over to her. Second throw is not in time. And Medlock gets herself a stolen base. So now Singleton has an RBI chance here with a base hit, as the count now is full at 3-2. So Big getting off to an early lead, played in game 1 of our pool play. Pennsylvania jumped out to a 5-0 lead in that one, and a huge strikeout from McCurdy right there. And there's now 2 gone in the inning. Gabby Holtzman now is in with 2 gone. Swings and misses for a strike, 0-1. He'll be up to Holtzman here to try to bring home the run. The 0-1. Another big swing and a miss, now 0-2. McCurdy 1 strike away from back-to-back punch-outs, and straining that runner over at second base to retire the side. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And McCurdy does just that. She will strand the runner over at second base, and that will end the inning. Massachusetts leaves that runner over on second base here in the top half of the first inning. Let's head to the home half of the first inning here at Great Kills Little League. Maine coming to bat for the first time here in this pool play tournament.
K&S Industrial is your all-in-one supply and tool store for commercial, industrial, and domestic industries. A leader in HVAC supply stores, K&S provides various building and maintenance supplies for office buildings, industrial plants, schools, homes, and more. We also specialize in getting our customers hard-to-find items. If you're looking for HVAC supply stores that also offer anything else you might need, look no further than K&S Industrial. If they make it, we'll get it. K&S Industrial.
New York State Little League Championship is proud to have Dave & Buster's as a proud sponsor. Where are you going after the game? There's only one place with delicious food, ice-cold drinks, games on the big screen, and fun for the whole family. Food and drink specials are available all week with the latest video games and the biggest arcade on the island. Redeem tokens for great prizes and come back often because Dave & Buster's is the place to be for game day and all the days in between. Turn on the fun with Dave & Buster's on Staten Island.
And we are back for the home first inning here at Great Kills Little League. Maeve McDonald will lead it off here for Maine in the home first. They were able to work out of a jam in that last half inning and keep this game scoreless. Shows bunt on our first pitch, and that one misses high for a ball 1-0. Milo Yu on the mound today for Massachusetts. The 1-0, again shown bunt in there for a strike, 1-1. Down getting the start at shortstop. 1-1, hit foul, and now 1-2. Count now 2-2 as that one missed on the outside once again. Remain 2-2, once again hit foul. Two in the dirt, ball 3. And the count now goes full 3-2. Huge chance right here for McDonald at the plate. Look out. Laura McDonald from the Maine dugout had to jump out of the way on that one, and she just barely did. Hit into right field. That one drops in for a base hit. It gets past the right fielder as well. Rounding first and heading to second is McDonald. She's now going over to third. There will not be a play. It will be a single and an error on the play for McDonald. She's over to third base standing to start off this bottom half of the first. Well, I spoke about how important it is to try to jump out to an early lead. Goes to the backstop on 0-1, but there will not be an attempt right there by McDonald. Allie McCurdy, the opposing pitcher, up at the plate. Can help her own cause right here. One. It's now 1-2. So Mila Yu now one strike away from an all-important first out, the 1-2. Blooper hit in the infield, hit to second, dropped by the second baseman, no play, and the runner at third will stay there, but not able to make the play over at second as well. That's going to be another error right there for Massachusetts, and they will have first and second, Maine will have first and second, still nobody out. I should say first and third. The play over at second, got me confused right there. Amelia Cote now the batter, shows bunt. Ball 1. They do throw to second, and they do get the out. But Maine does bring home the run. So they get the out over at second base. But McDonald did come around to score, and it is now a 1-0 lead for Maine. They sacrificed the out over at second base just to bring home the run. And Maine will certainly take it. It was a late jump on the play. Good throw from behind the plate as well. Once again, good heads-up base running 1-0. Misses high, 2-0. I mentioned Amelia Cody at the plate. Her team now leads this game 1-0. Make it now a 3-0 count. And she works herself a 4-pitch walk. So Cody is on with a 4-pitch walk. And I'll bring up Hayden West. Ball 1-0. That one again misses badly to the backstop. Throw over to second base will not get there in time. And it's a wild pitch that will award second base for Cody. And it's now a 2-0 count here. Another chance for Maine to bring home another run. Make it now 3-0. Yu is now missed with her last couple of her pitches here. 3-0. And they gave her the green light. Strike one. Throw over to third base. Not in time. Pass ball right there. Allows the runner to move over to third. So now Cote is now over at third base. It's a 3-1 count. It's still 1 out in the inning. Early trouble right here for Massachusetts. In the dirt. That should have been ball 4, but it looks like that was called for a strike. It's tough to see from the vantage point up here. It looks like she swung. It's now a full count, 3-2. It's a big pitch right here on 3-2, and that one does miss for ball 4. So it was indeed a 1-out walk issued to Hayden West. Gabby Saldivar now comes up. Curious to see if Maine does what they did earlier in the inning. And they already have the second base. Blink and you'll miss it. Maine now has 2 runners in scoring position. 1-0. Make it now 2-0. Now we would also like to mention the other camera view we have is behind home plate. We could switch to that for the batter camera for now. But it's now a 3-0 count. Our regular pitcher batter camera was up in center field. That camera had to be taken down during the lightning and rain delay, so we will not have that camera for the duration of today's pool play. The count now goes to 3-1. So we can stick with this camera view for now. Probably the better view that we'll have a pitcher batter, as that will load the bases. Saldivar works the walk, loads the bases now. And now Riley Whitehead with a major opportunity right here. Bases loaded, 1 out. And we'll have a conference in the circle. Early conference here in the circle for Massachusetts. So they're trying to avoid this game from getting out of hand early on. As I mentioned early in Game 1, Pennsylvania jumped out to a 5-0 lead at the end of the first inning. They went on to win that game 7-2. Massachusetts trying to avoid that happening as well in this game. But a tough spot right here. While we have a moment, we'll give the rest of the schedule for the week for these two teams. For these two teams here tomorrow, at 9 a.m., Maine will take on Rhode Island. And for Massachusetts, they will be the final game of pool play on day 2. They will take on Connecticut. Infield moving in as the bunt was shown. And it's a ball 1-0. It's not an easy spot for you right here. No empty bases. Can't afford to walk the batter as the count now goes to 1-1. Whitehead once again was showing bunt on that play. We'll see if she does it again here on 1-1. Does not. And it's in there for a strike now, 1-2. This will be a huge strikeout right here if you can get it. 1-2. Misses for a ball, 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. In the dirt for ball 3. Gets to the backstop, but they will not move the runners on the wild pitch. But now even more troubling right here for Massachusetts. It's now a full count, 3-2. One more ball. Now we'll walk in a run. Big payoff pitch right here. And a big strikeout for you. She gets the batter swinging. Whitehead down on strikes for the second out of the inning. That is a monster strikeout right there by you to get that second out. Now Carly Piacatelli will have to come up with the bases loaded. Still now 2 outs in the inning. She swings and misses on that fastball on the outside, 0-1. Piacatelli with a major chance to break this game open with one swing. But she's now down the count here, 0-2. You now 1 strike away from getting out of this bases loaded jam. Here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball in there for strike 3, and that will end the inning. A beautiful breaking ball right there by you. Retires the side and will strand the bases loaded here in the bottom half of the first inning. Maine does get a run here in the home first as we head now to the top of the second inning here at Great Kills Little League. Maine leads this one 1-0.
At Northwell Staten Island University Hospital, we're more than a hospital. We're a part of your life. With advanced care in heart health, cancer treatment, women's services, and emergency medicine, we're here when it matters most. From first breaths to life-saving moments, we deliver expert care with compassion, 24/7. Because your health is personal, and we're proud to care for the community we call home. Northwell Health, Staten Island University Hospital, raising health right here on Staten Island.
When it comes to sports, why be good when you can be legendary? At Legend Sporting Goods in Brooklyn, we service the community with only the best custom apparel, embroidery, and service, specializing in youth sports, so that the leaders of today become the legends of tomorrow. We're proud to support all of this week's great athletes and invite everyone to check us out and make us a part of your team. Come see why Legend Sporting Goods is in a class by itself. Visit us online or call us now.
Back for the top of the second inning here at Great Kills Little League. A 1-0 lead now for Maine. First pitch swinging right there. L. Weber is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. 5, 6, and 7 up in the inning for Massachusetts. It's now 1-1. A 1-0 lead now for Maine after that double steal. They got the runner over at second, that being Massachusetts, but in the process of doing so, the runner from third went on to score. They bring home the game's first run. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. McCurdy gets the strikeout against Weber. 1 down. Hila Yu now comes up with 1 gone. The opposing pitcher in today's contest. How about the big strikeout she got in that last half inning? Bases loaded, 1 out. Back-to-back punch-outs to retire the side and keep this a 1-run game. She swings and misses on that one for her strike 0-1. The 0-1. Count now going to 1-1 on the outside. Here comes the 1-1. In the dirt for a ball, now 2-1. Weber led it off, followed by Yu at the plate. Doherty on deck. 2-1. Look out again over at first base. 2-2. I think I said that 3 times in game 1. Already make it 2 now here in technically game 2 here, but game 3 overall. 2-2. Misses high and outside, ball 3. Big payoff pitch coming up here on 3-2. As Yu has a chance to work herself a walk. 3-2. And misses high for ball 4. Mila Yu is on with a 1-out walk. McCurdy was not able to get the punch out there. Callista Doherty now comes up. On the outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. One-0. Gets to the backstop once again. There goes the runner. There will not be a throw. Yu is into second base safely on the wild pitch. And it's now 1-1. Correction count 2-1. There's a big swing and a miss for a strike. Now 2-2. Actually, I believe it's 1-2. Find out after this next pitch. It's runner now over on second. 1 gone in the inning. And the runner does move over to third base on the stolen base attempt. So the count was right. It was 2-1. Now it's 2-2. All right, misspoken. The runner did not move over to third. She might have a chance this time around, and she does. That was just a pitch ahead, it looks like, on that one. Yu now over to third. And Doherty has a full count now here at 3-2. 3-2. And it misses for ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued right there by McCurdy. As Doherty now over to first base. Still just 1 out of the inning. Caitlin Yandek now up at the plate. Takes that one on the outside for a ball. There goes the runner. They'll try to induce a run down on the third base line, but to no avail. We saw Maine get their run in that previous half inning the same way. And they were not going to be caught doing that here in the top half of the second. But it's now second and third with 1 out, as that one's hit foul behind the plate. Yu over at third, Doherty over at second. The infield starting to creep in just a little bit here for Maine. Trying to prevent that tying run from scoring. The 1-1. Hit foul. 1-2. It's now a 1-2 count here. In the dirt for a ball. Both base runners thought about going, but they will stay at their respective bases. It is now 2-2. Two from McCurdy. That one is swung on and missed in the dirt for strike 3. As a huge punch out right there by McCurdy that holds the runners over at second and third base. And there is now 2 gone in the inning. Charlotte Staples now comes up with 2 runners on, 2 outs here in the second, and takes that pitch for a strike, 0-1. Once again, checking that run over at third base. The 0-1. On the outside, 1-1. Well, we saw in that last half inning, Maine was able to get themselves out of a bases loaded jam. Correction. That was Massachusetts. Maine's still at the plate. I mentioned, folks, it's been a very long week here at Great Kills, and we're still just starting here for this softball tournament. Massachusetts got themselves out of the bases loaded jam the last half inning, and now a chance here for Maine to get themselves out of this jam. 1-2 goes in the dirt, and look at that! It got caught in the top fence behind home plate, and that's going to allow this game to be tied. Or will they have to send the runners back? They're going to have a conversation about this. This is a very important conversation. It was a wild pitch that went into the fence behind home plate. And it is caught on the fence, and they will allow the run to score. This game is tied. So Yu was able to score. Doherty now moves over to third base. And a base hit right here by Staples will give her team an early 2-1 lead in this game. A tough break right there by McCurdy. 1 strike away from straying the runners. Here comes the 2-2. Misses ball 3, full count 3-2. Staples has worked this count now, full 3-2. Hits this one towards first, off the first baseman's glove. We'll have to make a quick play, and that will indeed be the case. As over at first base, Amelia Cote makes the play, and that will retire the side. But Massachusetts does bring home a run here in the top half of the second. We head to the home second inning here at Great Kills Little League. We are now knotted up at 1 apiece.
Deli, we're glad to be your go-to pizzeria, serving you the best pies, signature sandwiches, and gourmet meals in Staten Island since 1971. Visit us at 5373 Arthur Kill Road to find out why we're the island's best for quick bites and full-sized catering. Whether in person or on location with our food truck making stops and bringing it all to you, Town Deli is where excellence in quality meets taste. Voted the island's best. Stop on in and let us serve you. Awards and Trophy Center is proud to sponsor this week's New York State Little League Championship. Located at 1600 Highland Boulevard on Staten Island, we pride ourselves in not only building trophies, but building relationships, as we service our community and treat you like family. Your event and its achievements deserve the best. That's why Country Awards and Trophy Center is ready to work with all of our clients to make your event a memorable one, with awards, trophies, and gifts that make a lasting impression. Come see why we love our customers and they love us. Visit us today.
We'll see Coulthard will lead it off here in the home second. It is now an even score here at Great Kills Little League, 1-1. Massachusetts scoring on that wild pitch that got caught in the fencing behind home plate as the count goes to 0-1. 8, 9, and 10 up in the inning here for this Maine squad as the count now goes to 1-1. Both teams getting their runs in a very interesting fashion. A run down at second base. Led to the runner from third scoring for the first run of this game. And a wild pitch behind the plate. They got caught in the fencing, allows Massachusetts to get themselves on the board. As the count now goes 2-1. Time is called as we'll have a conference at the circle between catcher and pitcher. Looks like Staples is kind of limping. Hopefully she is okay. 2-1. That one misses outside and high for ball 3. 3-1 now the count. 3-1. And that one misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to Coulthard. And it's an early base runner here for Maine. Reagan Gagnon out up at the plate. She has herself an early base runner here in the bottom half of the second inning. Hits that one foul behind the plate, 0-1. The 0-1. Big swing and miss on that breaking ball. There goes the runner towards second base. And easily into second base safely is Coulthard on the stolen base attempt. Count now is 0-2 after that breaking ball strike. But now Maine has himself a runner in scoring position. Oh, 2. Hit towards right field. That one gets in for a base hit. Let's see if they send the runner over from second base. They will. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is cut off. That's going to be an RBI single off the bat of Reagan Gagnon, and it's a 2-1 lead for Maine. Huge hit right there. In a few moments, we'll get the replay of that hit. In the dirt. The runner will go towards second. Throw to second base, not in time. As Gagnon's in safely. After this next pitch, we'll give you that replay of the RBI hit. Looks like we have a time right here. Big hit right here for Maine. Into right field. And aggressive base running as well. Has now given them a 2-1 lead. Ball again, the dirt. Here goes the runner towards third base. And there again will be no throw. It's now a 2-0 count. And Gagnon now moves over to third base. Make it now 3-0 as the runner will stay over at third. Penny Bruneau was up at the plate. 3-0 count here. Still nobody out in the inning. And it's another walk issued by you. And look at her make the immediate turn over to second. So she got the walk and immediately goes to second. First base once again is open. As now it brings out Morgan Allen. Shows bunt, but it goes foul. Well, we saw you work out of a jam that first inning. The bases loaded with one out in that inning. It'll be another tough scenario right here. The bunt was shown, and it was held up, but it's 1-1. Bunt shown again and hit foul behind the plate, 1-2. The 1-2. In the dirt for a ball. Both runners will stay put. Count now even at 2-2. And that one's a big strikeout right there by you in the dirt for strike 3. Both runners will stay put once again. And there is now one out in the inning. Lila Berthium now up at the plate. That one in the dirt for ball 1-0. Bunt shown, held up, 2-0. First base is open in this scenario, but Berthium gets on. It's back to the top of the lineup. 2-0. Bunt shown again, and it's now 3-0. You now in danger of loading the bases here on 3-0. And that is indeed the case. That one skips in the dirt for ball 4. Bases are now loaded with still 1 out in the inning. Maeve McDonald, the leadoff hitter, now comes up to the plate. Once again, the dirt for a ball, 1-0. You had the similar situation in the first, with the bases loaded and 1 out. Got back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. Love to do that once again here. Pop up towards the circle. They only have 1 play. Did it stay fair is the question. I think they called it a foul ball. At the very last second, they called it foul. A huge difference right there. That's a big break right there if you are Massachusetts. A soft pop up towards the circle. And where you picked it up on that baseline, it just was foul. Get a very good look at it on our replay. It's now 1-1. In the dirt for a ball, 2-1. Count now here, 2-1 to McDonald. She takes a big swing and a miss for a strike now, 2-2. You now 1 strike away from a huge second out of this inning. As that one's hit foul and out of play. Two once again. And a good breaking ball by you in there for strike 3. The runners will not go once again on the drop third strike, but it's a huge second out right there for Massachusetts. Natalie McCurdy now will try to help her own cause with 2 gone in the inning. That one swung on a miss in the dirt for a strike 0-1. As the runners once again will hold put. Time called by Maine as Curdy gets a conversation with her third base coach. Comes the 0-1. Breaking ball on the outside, 1-1. Another big swing and a miss there, 1-2. So once again, you is 1 strike away from getting out of a bases loaded jam. The 1-2. Skips in the dirt, 2-2. And there's another strikeout for you with the bases loaded. For the second straight inning with 1 out and the bases loaded, she gets back-to-back strikeouts to retire the side. Maine does score a run here in the bottom half of the second. We head to the top of the third inning here. It is now a 2-1 lead for Maine.
This tournament would not be possible without the great support of the Staten Island Advance. Not only does the Staten Island Advance have full coverage of the tournament, but we are committed to covering island youth sports year-round and all news close to home. Pick up the paper today and look for great subscriber deals now for our loyal readership. Visit us online at silive.com for news and photos of this week's tournament and all the breaking news on Staten Island, the nation, and the world. The news of Staten Island is the Staten Island Advance and silive.com.
Staten Island Academy is the only pre-K through 12 independent school on Staten Island.
And it really is designed for students to go through the entire educational experience in one setting.
What the Academy seeks to do is take every student to accelerate their gifts and their strengths and to find those gifts and strengths that are yet unknown.
I think the community is something that you can't match anywhere else. It just makes you feel comfortable doing what you like to do every single day.
First pitch swinging right there, 0-1 the count to start the top half of the third inning. 2-1 lead for Maine in this game after they got a run in the previous half inning. Quickly now an 0-2 count. Tilly Roach, the leadoff hitter, up in this inning. 10-11-12. Duel from Massachusetts. But Roach is down quickly on the strikeout. There's one away. Ella Thang now the batter. As she swings and misses for a strike, 0-1. Here comes the 0-2. Big strikeout once again. McCurdy with 2 straight punch-outs to start this top half of the third. There's 2 gone. They'll bring up Penny Stewart now with 2 gone in the inning. She shows bunt. And the count goes to 0-1. The 0-1. Count now 1-1. The 1-1. She swings and misses on that high fastball, 1-2. Curdy 1 strike away from striking out the side here in the third. The 1-2. Misses for a ball, 2-2. The 2-2. This is high for ball 3. Full count, 3-2. It's now a full count here, 3-2. And that one is in there for strike 3. And how about that inning for Natalie McCurdy? She strikes out the side in order to retire the side here in the top half of the third. Massachusetts goes down 1-2-3 here in the top half of the third. Bottom half of the third inning coming up as Maine leads this one 2-1.
The Staten Island Ferry Hawks are proud to be a sponsor of this year's New York State Little League Championship because one championship organization deserves another. Come check out another amazing season with us at Staten Island University Hospital Community Ballpark with great ticket and group deals, theme nights, and fireworks displays. Good luck to all of our teams this week from your friends at the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. We'll see you at the game.
Northwell, Staten Island University Hospital, we strive to address the diverse mental health needs for the community. Listen in for some great tips from the Chair of Behavioral Health, Dr. Rashi Agarwal, and Dr. Brahim Ardolik to support positive outcomes.
K&S Industrial is your all-in-one supply and tool store for commercial, industrial, and domestic industries. A leader in HVAC supply stores, K&S provides various building and maintenance supplies for office buildings, industrial plants, schools, homes, and more. We also specialize in getting our customers hard-to-find items. If you're looking for HVAC supply stores that also offer anything else you might need, look no further than K&S Industrial. If they make it, we'll get it. K&S Industrial.
Amelia Coetzee will lead it off here in the home third as Maine leads this game 2-1. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Natalie McCurdy. That first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Three, 4, and 5 up in the inning here for Maine. The 0-1 hit towards second. That one played over by the second baseman. Throw it on to first base in time, and there is one away in the inning. Ella Weber, the second baseman. One gone in the inning. That brings up West. She fouls that one off behind the plate, 0-1. The 0-1. Once again, hit foul. Count goes to 0-2. Quick 0-2 count now here for you. In on the inside, strike three. Hayden West down looking, and there's now two gone in the inning. Gabby Saldivar will come up with two gone. So a quick 1-2-3 top half of the third. You looking to make it a 1-2-3 bottom half of the third. That first pitch missed for a ball, 1-0. Chopped on the first base line and foul, and the count goes to 1-1. One. This is on the outside, 2-1. Great off-speed pitch right there from you, and now it's 2-2. You has had some command issues in this game, but when she's able to get that breaking ball in, she's worked to perfection. As she has herself another punch out, and that will retire the side. And after a 1-2-3 top half of the third inning, it is now a 1-2-3 bottom half of the third inning. It is still a 2-1 lead for Maine as we head to the top of the fourth.
State Little League Championship is proud to have Dave & Buster's as a proud sponsor. Where are you going after the game? There's only one place with delicious food, ice-cold drinks, games on the big screen, and fun for the whole family. Food and drink specials are available all week with the latest video games and the biggest arcade on the island. Redeem tokens for great prizes and come back often because Dave & Buster's is the place to be for game day and all the days in between. Turn on the fun with Dave & Buster's on Staten Island.
At Northwell Staten Island University Hospital, we're more than a hospital. We're a part of your life. With advanced care in heart health, cancer treatment, women's services, and emergency medicine, we're here when it matters most. From first breaths to life-saving moments, we deliver expert care with compassion, 24/7. Because your health is personal, and we're proud to care for the community we call home. Northwell Health, Staten Island University Hospital, raising health right here on Staten Island.
Top half of the fourth inning here at Great Kills Little League. A 2-1 lead for Maine in this third game of pool play in this East Regional Championship game tournament. First two games finished earlier today. Games 3 and 4 currently going underway at this moment. The last game of pool play will conclude tonight. Hadley Tompkins fouled that first pitch off, count 0-1. That one hit behind the plate, and the catcher and pitcher could not make the play. Looked like they were struggling to figure out where the ball was. It's now quickly an 0-2 count. The 0-2 from McCurdy. And a good off-speed pitch in there for strike three. And there is one out in the inning. McCurdy had a very quick 1-2-3 third. Gets another out right there against Tompkins. Letting Metlock now comes up with one gone. On the outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Hit foul. And again, falling in the first base dugout. 1-1. The 1-1. That one hit towards third and past the third baseman. No play as well for the shortstop. And that will more likely go down as an infield single. Took a tough bounce over towards third base, and Medlock gets herself a one-out single. She represents the tying run. And now Riley Singleton will come up as the go-ahead run. She takes a big swing and a miss for a strike. There goes the runner towards second. The throw is not in time. Medlock over to second base safely. And now the tying run is in scoring position. So now a single here for Singleton. Could tie this game up at 2. 0-1. Another big swing and a miss for a strike. 0-2. Saldivar paying close attention over to Medlock at second base. Count now 0-2. Swung on and missed in the dirt for strike 3. The throw over to third base is not in time, but it was well backed up on that play. If not backed up, that would have gone into left field and given Massachusetts a chance to tie this game. Instead, there is now 2 gone in the inning. Medlock over to third. Gabby Holtzman now comes up with 2 outs of the inning. Holtzman delivered the game-tying hit right here. She swings and misses for a strike 0-1. Cleanup hitter in this Massachusetts lineup. He's another big swing and a miss now, 0-2. McCurdy now one strike away from straining the runner over on third. Keeping this a 2-1 game here. Here comes the 0-2. And that off-speed pitch fooled her, strike 3. Holtzman down on strikes, and that will retire the side here in the top half of the fourth inning. Massachusetts strands the runner over on third here in the top half of the fourth. We now head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Maine leads this one, 2-1.
When it comes to sports, why be good when you can be legendary? At Legend Sporting Goods in Brooklyn, we service the community with only the best custom apparel, embroidery, and service, specializing in youth sports, so that the leaders of today become the legends of tomorrow. We're proud to support all of this week's great athletes and invite everyone to check us out and make us a part of your team. Come see why Legend Sporting Goods is in a class by itself. Visit us online or call us now.
Town Deli, we're glad to be your go-to pizzeria, serving you the best pies, signature sandwiches, and gourmet meals in Staten Island since 1971. Visit us at 5373 Arthur Kill Road to find out why we're the island's best for quick bites and full-sized catering. Whether in person or on location with our food truck making stops and bringing it all to you, Town Deli is where excellence in quality meets taste. Voted the island's best. Stop on in and let us serve you.
And we are back for the bottom half of the fourth inning here at Great Kills Little League. It is still a 2-1 lead for Maine in this game. Both pitchers starting to settle in nicely. As Riley Whitehead will lead it off here in this home fourth. First pitch in there for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. 6, 7, and 8 up in the inning here for Maine. The 0-1. Half swing, but in there for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2. A very high pitch right there. Makes it now 1-2. One, two. In the dirt now, 2-2. Looking over on the other field here at Great Kills, the score update there is New Jersey up 2-0 in their game. They're on the same side of they're on the other side, excuse me, of the bracket in the Mid-Atlantic region. 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and another punch out for you. She has been rolling these last couple of innings. And there's now one gone here in the fourth. Carly Piacatelli now comes up with one gone in the inning. As she swings and misses for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. That one in there for a strike, 0-2. You're looking for another strikeout right here on 0-2, and she does get it. As Piacatelli swings and misses on that outside pitch for a strike 3. And just like that, once again, there's quickly 2 gone. Lucy Coulthard now comes up with 2 gone. That one missed on the outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. That one drilled over towards first. 1-1. In the dirt now, 2-1. That's again in the dirt now, 3-1. Coulthard looking to work a 2-out walk here and extend this bottom half of the inning. 3-1. And it misses high and outside, ball 4. And she will work the 2-out walk to extend this bottom half of the 4th inning. Reagan Gagnon now is up at the plate. Now there's a runner on first, 2 outs in the inning. As Maine trying to get some insurance runs in this game. Bunt shown. There goes the runner towards second, and no play on that pass ball. Count is 1-0. Coulthard now over at second base. Gagnon now with a single could bring home a run. Hits that one towards first, but foul. And the 1-1 now is the count. The 1-1. That one line into center field. That's in for a base hit. Let's see if they send the runner over from third. They do. Here will be no throw towards the plate. Coulthard is in safely. It's an RBI single off the bat of Reagan Gagnon, and it's now a 3-1 lead for Maine in this game.
Number 7. Now back, the left fielder, number 52,
Penelope Bruno now comes up. What a big hit right there for Maine. To take now a 3-1 lead in this game. And you'll see here, Gagnon had to reach out in front to make that hit. Got it into center field, and there was no throw towards the plate. Coulthard in safely. 3-1 Maine lead now in this game. There goes the runner again towards second. And now she heads back to first. Now she goes back to second. And now we got a rundown. The throw over to first. Here goes the throw now over to second. And they got her. How about that sequence right there? They get Gagnon on the rundown over at second base, and that will retire the side. However, she is responsible for now giving Maine a 3-1 lead. Her RBI single put their team on top 3-1 as we now head to the top of the 5th inning.
Awards and Trophy Center is proud to sponsor this week's New York State Little League Championship. Located at 1600 Highland Boulevard on Staten Island, we pride ourselves in not only building trophies, but building relationships as we service our community and treat you like family. Your event and its achievements deserve the best. That's why Country Awards and Trophy Center is ready to work with all of our clients to make your event a memorable one. With awards, trophies, and gifts that make a lasting impression. Come see why we love our customers and they love us. Visit us today.
This tournament would not be possible without the great support of the Staten Island Advance. Not only does the Staten Island Advance have full coverage of the tournament, but we are committed to covering Island youth sports year-round and all news close to home. Pick up the paper today and look for great subscriber deals now for our loyal readership. Visit us online at silive.com for news and photos of this week's tournament and all the breaking news on Staten Island, the nation, and the world. The news of Staten Island is the Staten Island Advance and silive.com.
Top of the 5th inning. Now 3-1 lead for Maine in this game. Stanley McCurdy's first pitch of the inning misses high for a ball, 1-0 the count. Al Weber will lead it off, followed by Mila Yu, and then Callista Doherty, or Doherty, excuse me. It's 5, 6, and 7 up in the inning. Massachusetts is trailing now by 2 runs. It's a quick 2-0 count now here to Weber. The 2-0. Big swing and a miss right there, now 2-1. Infield is in, expecting a bunt potentially. Here comes the 2-1. Another big swing and a miss, 2-2. The 2-2. In the dirt, ball 3, full count 3-2. Full count now here to Weber, 3-2. She gets on, brings the tying run to the plate. But she swings and misses for strike 3. It's another punch out from McCurdy in this game, and there is one away. Brings up Mila Yu now with one gone. She scored the lone Massachusetts run on that wild pitch that got caught in the fencing above home plate. It's a quick 1-0 count here. And she is hit by the pitch. That might have hit her on the elbow. Let's hope she is okay. Is the opposing pitcher in this game, so that could be something to monitor going into the next half inning. She's currently being attended to by her coaches to make sure she is good. She is still being attended to down the third base line. What we'll do is we'll take a quick 30-second break here on the PDF Sports Network while they check over by you. It will be a runner on first base for Massachusetts in this spot, and they will bring the tying run towards the plate as they trail this game 3-1.
Staten Island Academy is the only pre-K through 12 independent school on Staten Island.
And it really is designed for students to go through the entire educational experience in one setting.
What the Academy seeks to do is take every student to accelerate their gifts and their strengths and to find those gifts and strengths that are yet unknown.
I think the community is something that you can't match anywhere else. It just makes you feel comfortable doing what you like to do every single day.
So good sight to see here. Mila Yu does stay into the game after being hit on the pitch on the elbow. Callista Doherty now is up at the plate. Swing and miss on the first strike, 0-1. And now make it 1-1. It's a good sight to see Yu is staying into this game. Would hate to see a player get taken out on the first day of pool play in this tournament. 1-1 again, misses high for a ball, now 2-1. Misses again, badly for ball 3. It's a wild pitch that will allow the runner to go to second base. And the count now goes to 3-1 as well. The 3-1. And their first strike, full count, 3-2. Three-two. In there, strike 3. A huge strikeout right there by McCurdy, and there is now 2 gone in the inning. Kaylin Yandak now will come up with 2 gone. The runner over at second. This is for a ball, 1-0. Yandak representing the tying run at the plate. Curry trying to get out of another jam right here. Showed the bunt. No movement right there from you. Was called for a strike now, 1-1. Making now 2-1. The 2-1 to Yandak. Missed on the inside, ball 3. 3-1 now the count. If she gets on first base, the tying run would be on first. The go-ahead run would be on deck. The 3-1. Big swing to miss, 3-2. McCurdy now 1 strike away from another huge strikeout in this game. Keeping that runner over at second base. The 3-2. Misses on the outside, ball 4. 2-out walk issued by McCurdy. And that will bring up Charlotte Staples now as she represents the go-ahead run.
Charlotte Staples, number 12.
Staples, of course, the opposing catcher in this game, so she'll be given a moment to take off her catching equipment. She gets ready to come to the plate in a big spot in this game. Massachusetts down to their final 4 outs in this game. As we'll have a conference over in the circle. We'll see if Maine does make makes a pitching change here. I have to think they would like to see McCurdy finish this inning. And that will indeed be the case. She will stay in. If Staples is able to get something into the gap, it could certainly tie this game up at 3. Big spot for both of these teams. First pitch of the bat in for a ball, 1-0. Misses, 2-0. If you're McCurdy, cannot afford a walk here. To load the bases, put the tying run in scoring position as well. But she's in danger of doing so. It's now 3-0. Not only would the tying run be in scoring position, but the go-ahead run would be on first base. Here comes the 3-0. In there for a strike now, 3-1. It's now a 3-1 count here for McCurdy. And it misses on the outside. That is ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. Good at bat right there by Charlotte Staples. Now loads the bases here for Massachusetts. Tilly Roche now will come up. One of the biggest spots of her young Little League career. As she swings and misses for a strike, 0-1. Tying run over at second base. And the go-ahead run over at first here for Massachusetts. The 0-1. Half swing, did the batter go? Doesn't look to be that way. It's now 1-1. Base hit right here could tie this game. The 1-1. Misses, 2-1. And the ball got past the pitcher. Here comes the throw to the plate. And the runner, you, is safe. Here go the extra runners as well. A costly error right there by Maine. It's now a 3-2 game. And now both the tying and go-ahead run are in scoring position. It was a simple toss back to the pitcher, and it got over McCurdy's head. It's now a one-run game. The 2-1. In the dirt, ball 3. Both runners will stay. And McCurdy once again is in danger of loading the bases. It's 3-2. Correction, 3-1. The 3-1. And she does indeed load the bases. That is ball 4. Massachusetts once again will have the bases loaded. And Ella Thang now has a major chance right here with a base hit to give Massachusetts the lead. The number 11 hitter in the order, looking to make a big difference in this game with one big hit. Still got a pinch runner for Staples over at second base. Callista Doherty will run over at second. Thang at the plate, big spot, bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-run game. And a swing and a miss for a strike 0-1. McCurdy having to try to avoid any potential wild pitch as well in this spot. One of her early runs came on a wild pitch. There's a strike now, 0-2. So once again, she is 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And McCurdy does get the punch out and strands the bases loaded here in the top half of the 5th. A major strikeout by McCurdy keeps her team up 1. Massachusetts does get the 1 run in the inning, but they still trail this game 3-2 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning.
The Staten Island Ferry Hawks are proud to be a sponsor of this year's New York State Little League Championship because one championship organization deserves another. Come check out another amazing season with us at Staten Island University Hospital Community Ballpark with great ticket and group deals, theme nights, and fireworks displays. Good luck to all of our teams this week from your friends at the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. We'll see you at the game.
Well, Staten Island University Hospital, we strive to address the diverse mental health needs for the community. Listen in for some great tips from the Chair of Behavioral Health, Dr. Rashi Agarwal, and Dr. Brahim Ardolik to support positive outcomes.
K&S Industrial is your all-in-one supply and tool store for commercial, industrial, and domestic industries. A leader in HVAC supply stores, K&S provides various building and maintenance supplies for office buildings, industrial plants, schools, homes, and more. We also specialize in getting our customers hard-to-find items. If you're looking for HVAC supply stores that also offer anything else you might need, look no further than K&S Industrial. If they make it, we'll get it. K&S Industrial.
Bottom half of the 5th inning here at Great Kills Little League, where some of the players are enjoying the music that are being played here at Great Kills. Big fans of Con and I Joe as the count goes to 1-0. It's now a 1-run game once again. Massachusetts got themselves a run in that last half inning. Held just to that 1. It's now a 3-2 game. Penny Bruneau will lead it off here to start this bottom half of the 5th inning as her team looks to get some insurance runs. It'll be the bottom half of the order, 10, 11, 12. Quickly is a 3-0 count here. Quick 3-0 count here. In there for a strike now, 3-1. Insurance run in the 4th inning right now. The difference maker of this game. Bruneau chased that high fastball, 3-2. That RBI single from Reagan Gagnon right now, the difference of this one. The 3-2. Misses high and outside, ball 4. And it's a leadoff walk issued to Bruneau. Morgan Allen now comes up. Curious to see maybe she tries to lay down a bunt here. And she does. And does not make contact with it for a strike 0-1. Trying to move the runner over into scoring position. Maine looking for some insurance runs before the top of the 6th. As the count goes to 1-1. The 1-1. Misses on the outside, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. In the dirt for ball 3, and the runner will go to second base on the wild pitch. So Bruneau is now over to second. It's now a 3-1 count here to Allen. And again, skips in the dirt for ball 4. Second straight walk issued by you in the inning. And it's first and second for Maine, still nobody out. Lila Berthew now comes up. We'll see if she shows bunt. She does. Holds it back, and the count goes to 1-0. In the dirt, ball 2, and the runners will stay. In there for a strike, 2-1. Berthume has shown bunt, but is held back on each pitch. It's now 2-1 here. And now make it 3-1 on the outside. You now in danger of loading the bases all via walk. The top half of this Maine lineup coming up next. The 3-1. And it is another walk issued by you. That will load the bases. Still nobody out in the inning. And time is called by Staples as she'll have a conference in the circle with you. Maeve McDonald now will come up with a huge chance to get some insurance runs here. First pitch to McDonald in there for a strike as she swings and misses on that outside fastball. Count goes to 0-1. Any ground ball to the infield will go home. And there is a ground ball in the infield. And they go to first, and they probably had a play over at the plate. That will score a run there for Maine, and they now lead it 4-2. Holtzman went quickly towards the first base bag. Might have had a play at the plate. And Maine now gets himself an extra run now. It's 4-2. Chop towards short. Play on a bounce. Tough play over at short. And it's going to be thrown out away. And that will get over towards the fence in right field. That will bring home 2 more runs for Maine. And their lead now is 6-2. It took a couple bad bounces towards Medlock. And her throw towards first base got offline. Maine now extends their lead to 4 runs here in the 5th. And the dirt for a ball. There goes the runner. There will be no throw. And she's in safely over at third base. Let's get a second look at that play over at first. That allows 2 runs to score for Maine now, putting them up by 4. The 1-0. Again, the dirt, 2-0. Again in the dirt, ball 3, 3-0. Maine has yet to get a hit in the inning, but they have put up 3 runs in the inning. Couple of walks, the error over at short. Now a 4-run lead in this game. See if we can get an update over on the other side of the field. In that Mid-Atlantic region game. Bottom of the 5th, top of the 6th inning in that game. New Jersey leads Maryland in that one 4-0. It's now a 3-1 count. So that one's in there for a strike. And it misses for ball 4. It's another walk issued by you. The runner will take the wide turn from first, go quickly to second, and there will be no throw. Amelia Cote was the one that was able to get that walk and move over to second. Hayden West will be the next batter up here from Maine. And we'll see if Massachusetts makes a pitching change here with second and third, just 1 out in the inning. You'd have to think there is a pitching change with the long conference in the circle. Or maybe not. You will stay in the game. So West will come up to the plate with second and third, still 1 out. Infield will remain in for Massachusetts here. There's a big swing to miss for a strike, 0-1. To give the points here for Milieu. Got to keep it deficit right now where it's currently at. Give your team a chance in the top half of the inning. As the count now goes to 0-2. The 0-2. Have swing on that high fastball on the outside, 1-2. The 1-2. Just chopped foul behind the plate, remains 1-2. Another 1-2. Hit towards right field. That gets through for another base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. Throw is going to get cut off towards the circle. 2 more runs for Maine on the 2-run single off the bat of Hayden West. It's 8-2. That could be the deciding hit right there for Maine in this game. They now lead it by 6. Another wild pitch. There goes the runner towards second, and West is in there safely. Second look at that last 2 RBI base hit off the bat of West. Her team now leads this game by 6. A 5-run 5th inning. Gabby Saldivar is at the plate. There's a strike. Count now goes to 2-1. In the dirt, ball 3, 3-1. 3-1. Once again in the dirt, ball 4. Another walk issued in the inning. Salvador reaches first base, and it's now first and second with still one out.
Now batting, third baseman, number 13, Riley Whitehead. Number 13.
Brings up Riley Whitehead now. That one misses towards the backstop. Another wild pitch will award 2 bases once again for Maine. They now have second and third, still just the one out. One 0. Make it 2-0. The 2-0. Misses for ball 3. 3-0 now the count. Misses again, ball 4. It's another walk issued in the inning for you. And once again, the bases will be loaded here for Maine.
Now batting, number 33, the center fielder, Carly Piasatelli. Number 33.
Carly Piasatelli now comes up, bases loaded. And again, it misses badly to the backstop, 1-0. Has to be pure frustration in the inning for you. Her team was trailing by a run and heading into the inning, but has had some command issues that we saw earlier on in this game. The 1-0. Again in the dirt, now 2-0. They've just gone final over on the main field. New Jersey beats Maryland by the final of 4-0. That game in the Mid-Atlantic region. New Jersey goes to 1-0 now in pool play. 2-0. And their first strike, 2-1. Misses again, ball 3. It's now a 3-1 count. You now in danger of walking in a run right here. Three and one now the count to Piasatelli. And it's now a full count, 3-2. Big payoff pitch coming up right here, 3-2. Half swing, did she go? She did not. She held up, ball 4. And it's now a 9-2 lead for Maine.
Now batting, the extra hitter, number 12, Lucy Coulthard. Number 12.
Lucy Coulthard now comes up. And now 6th run, 5th inning here for Maine. They have now opened this game up. So count goes to 1-0. The 1-0. And their first strike, 1-1. One. Again, misses bad to the backstop. 2-1. In their first strike now, 2-2. And another one right there. The count now is full, 3-2. The 3-2. Chop towards the first base dugout. Foul. Remains 3-2. And there's another walk with the bases loaded. That'll bring home another run here for Maine as they now lead this game 10-2.
The right fielder, number 7, Canton.
7-run fifth inning here for Maine. And they have a chance for more here. This is Reagan Gagnon at the plate, responsible for a big run in this game. She's down quickly down the count 0-2. The 0-2. That one drilled into left. That one's in for a base hit. That could clear the bases. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Will they bring home the 3rd run? Here she comes. Throw to the plate. Not in time. And that will end the game as well. It is a 10-run 5th inning for Maine. And that 3-run bases clearing double will invoke the mercy rule. It's a 13-2 win for Maine. What a way to finish this game off here. A bases clearing double off the bat of Reagan Gagnon, who had a big day at the plate. Gives her team the mercy rule victory here in this 3rd game of pool play. As Maine will go to 1-0 in the Mid-Atlantic region, or excuse me, in the New England region. That will drop Massachusetts to 0-1. And we'll give you those team schedules once again before we wrap up here tonight at Great Kills. For these 2 teams here tomorrow, we'll see this same Maine team play at 9 a.m. against Rhode Island. Rhode Island will play in the final game of pool play here tonight against Connecticut. For this Massachusetts team, they will take on that same Connecticut team tomorrow night at 7 p.m. right here. All of that coverage will be on the PDS Sports Network. But for everyone here on the PDS Sports Network, my name is Nicholas Pavona, and we appreciate everyone tuning in to tonight's coverage of Game 3 of pool play here at Great Kills Little League for the East Regional Softball Championship Tournament. Once again, the final score of this game, Maine 13, Massachusetts 2. Right here on the PDS Sports Network, we'll see you for our final game of pool play here tonight, as that matchup will feature Connecticut and Rhode Island.